Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Guys, you ever seen a pack of that? Genuine gut strings from literally 40 years ago. Will it survive? Stay tuned. All right, so sponsoring my coffee today is Chris Black. Thank you, Chris Black, for my dark roast piping hot beverage from Pete's. Here's to you. If you want to support the channel, network is buymeacoffee.com/tennis spin. Cheers. All right, guys, so I was just admiring the string. I've been kind of touching it and looking at it for a little bit now, and I'm just gonna show you. It does say Victor Imperial genuine gut strings with new protective finish, so I'm guessing there's a coating on this string. It's only 33 feet long though, and it was made in where? The USA, Chicago, Illinois to be exact, by Victor Sports. So I don't know if this is going to fit the racket. I'm going to have to measure perfectly to get it in his new pro staff. So, man, this is going to be fun. I told my buddy, Coach Geoff, I was like, don't get mad if it breaks on the first pull, because we're talking 40 plus years later. And I don't know how this was stored. The packaging looks great, but I mean, I said it may not survive depending on how it was stored, where it was kept. So let's see what happens. All right, guys, so it's time for the unpackaging. I'm gonna make sure I don't cut the string before I do this. Cut a little slit here. Man. So it's finally breathing after 40 years. It's finally breathing. Ooh, how does it feel? How does it smell? Wow. It smells like gut, right? Gut has a unique smell. Smells like gut. Look at that signature string holding it together. No tie straps back then. Tie straps are too expensive. All right, so I'm going to go in front just to show everybody. Let's see if I like to let it breathe a little bit, especially since it's been suffocating for 40 years. Let it out. So the one issue with this being 33 feet is if I cut this in half, it's probably not going to fit. So I'm going to see if I can measure it precisely on one piece and see what happens. Okay. Trying to feel it. Need to cut a tip. I mean, it feels okay to me. I mean, it feels like gut. It's making noise. It's probably because of the new and, well, new back then coating on it. All right, so how do we measure? 2, 3, 4, 6. That's going to be as precise as I'm going to get. Maybe give it another 1/2 inch pull. Okay. Definitely going to use this. I'm going to jack that up off the bat here. All right, first pull. Don't want it at 60 pounds. Let's try it at 52. Let's try it at 52. All right, ready? It held. Okay. All right, I guess it's gonna survive. It looks like it's surviving the tension. Okay, well, I think it's gonna work. I'll I'll get back to you when I'm done. Hopefully it fits. All right, so looks like it's gonna fit here. It is noisy though. It is very noisy. So it feels like uncoated string. I mean, people, if you've been stringing for 40 years or 30 some years, you would know what I'm talking about when I say coated, because a lot of tennis string back in the day didn't have a coating on it. And then you would hear this sound. Bring it in, guys, bring it in. You hear that? Right? Imagine if there was no coating on this string and you were fighting this thing because of friction the whole time. That's why they had bricks of wax, and then they waxed it as, you know, before they strung it, so it would glide through a little bit better. That's kind of where the concept of moving the strings like this thing came from. So you didn't burn the string, so you didn't carve into the other string. So just gave you a little tennis history of stringing lesson there. But, you know, today most strings have a coating. This one has a slight coating. Still makes a lot of noise, though. So just about done. Looks like it's going to survive. Looks like I got enough string. Look, this is all the string I have left. This is all the string I have left. So if I cut that in half, I probably wouldn't have made it. See, look, it doesn't even make the last cross there. All right, so looks like I'm gonna be able to do this. Hopefully it doesn't break. Okay. Hopefully it survives. All right, guys, so we're on the court. Got my man, Coach Geoff. We got his strung Victor Imperial racket here. Got actually another pack here. I was like, when Geoff pulled it out of the bag today, I was like, is that the same string? Because it kind of turned a little whiter in the thing. So let's maybe I aired it out like wine. All right, let's test it out. All right, so Coach Geoff has actually been playing with this for a few hours now before I arrived. And yeah, what'd you think, Coach Geoff?
Well, first of all, surprised that you were actually able to string it. And it actually feels pretty good. I think maybe the strings are not as lively as they would if they were not 40 years old. But the fact that the Victor Imperial lasted and it's strung up okay and it's still playable, that's pretty surprising to me.
Yes, I think, Coach Geoff, I think that this is how gut used to feel. I think we're used to the modern gut, which might be a little livelier.
Okay.
Because I think the process might have changed. The stuff that they use might have changed. I mean, you think this is cat?
I don't think it's cat. No, I don't think it's cat.
No,
I don't think so.
Cat. No,
could be dog.
Cat. Yeah, it could be dog. Yeah. There's too many dogs out there. Yeah, Rover might be in this gut of string here, No. But yeah, no, this actually played well. When you hit the thing, you knew it was gut. It actually pocketed very well still. Launched it out of there. It did, I know what Coach Geoff is talking about. It did have a slight firmer feel. So it didn't pocket as great as maybe a Babolat gut of today, but maybe more like a Wilson gut or a Luxlon gut. But you definitely knew it was gut though, because it did kind of launch the ball out of there when you hit it right. And Coach Geoff always hits it right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to thank my man Coach Geoff for sharing this with me. We have one more set of this, and we're going to test it on another one of his rackets and see if he still likes it. We're going to actually see how long it takes for Coach Geoff to break this. He doesn't hit with a lot of spin, so it may be in here for like 40 years. All right. Coach Geoff, where can we find you?
GM Tennis 123.
Perfect. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.